Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video on the channel. Inside of today's video, we're going to be taking a look at the top 6 brawlers in the new meta. So not only do we have a new brawler in Squeak, we have the balance changes as well, which have shaken up the meta a little bit. But this is going to be my first impressions on the meta, and then in a week's time, probably going to bring out a tier list and go more in depth in what's really good in the meta. So we're going to be playing with D2Rav and Drage. I'll put both their links in the description below. Make sure to check them out. And before we jump into today's video, make sure you're using a creator code AMAN would be greatly appreciated if you use it when picking up anything in the shop. So without further ado, let's jump into number 6. Alright guys, so jumping into the 6th best brawler currently in the meta, I'm going to go ahead and say it's Squeak. Although I did say beforehand that I feel like people are going to be overrating Squeak a lot. And to be honest, I still feel like people probably are overrating him a little bit. But it's only been one day since his release, so still got to get used to the way he plays and his mechanics. But overall, he feels like a pretty strong brawler. I wouldn't really say he's overpowered, but for sure, in terms of his zoning and just overall control on the map, he can have a lot of potential. As you see, like his super can have a lot of potential. Being able to shoot over a wall can be really good as well. But the thing about Squeak, for me, that is going to be his biggest weakness, is going to be in the auto-aim battles. Like a lot of the times, people can kill you, or a lot of times you're only really going to get like trades, which for me just it really isn't the best, especially with Squeak, because he's obviously got a little bit of delay with his shot. Whatever else, I know I'm saying he's the 6th best brawler in the game right now, but there's going to be like my main concerns with him going forward in the meta. As I said, next week I'll be doing like a full tier list after he's been out in the meta for a long time. But just off the forefront, he's for sure a strong brawler, and he's really fun. Like Squeak, his pure mechanics for me are just so fun. Being able to literally have a sticky bomb on you and walking towards like other teammates, getting a lot more value out of that can be really epic. Stu's just sitting in his bush. I don't know why he's really doing that. I should be able to get some easy auto aims on him. Just going to throw my gadget over there as well. This guy's going to be pretty weak. That was a bit of a bad pass for myself, but it should be a goal. Hoping it with a trick shot past the Drage. No, that is painful. That is actually painful. Is he going to die there? Okay, nice. I'm going to throw my super on there as well. I should be able to get some form of value right there. But yeah, I don't know whether like Squeak is like a mid or a lane as well. I'll probably prefer him a little bit more down the middle, because he's got a slower reload speed, and a lot of people are going to capitalize that a lot of times down your lane. But in terms of mid, like you can just help pinch down the other brawlers on the enemy team a lot easier as a mid, and this extra range as well as gadget is pretty OP. So yeah, Squeak, he's going to be top 6 in the meta, I think, at the moment. I've got a feeling though, as time goes on, he probably will be a little bit more vulnerable and probably only be like top 15 in the meta. But yeah, that's got to be top 6 right there. No way these guys are going to come back. So yeah, Squeak is going to be number 6 in the meta. Let's hop into number 5. Alright guys, jumping into the 5th best brawler in the meta is going to be Cole. I know last time when he got a buff, I said he was going to be really strong, but this time I feel like 100% he's going to be meta. So the main thing about him last time was really his pickaxe speed. Like his pickaxe speed was so slow. So many people complained about it, and it just didn't feel like the old Cole. But now with this buff, is for sure going to make him a lot better. We're seeing him basically everywhere right now in competitive. I played a lot of tournaments already within the first 2 days of the balance changes, and he's everywhere. He's everywhere in Siege, everywhere in Brawl. Gem grab is really good. Every single mode he's really good in. You can use both star powers as well. The only main thing for me, like the biggest concern, is Stu in the meta. Everyone knows that Stu is such a good brawler right now, and the ability just to stun Cole when Cole uses super is going to be really annoying. So Cole, he's going to be probably better with the power throw star power, I imagine, because it's not going to be affected by like Stu's knockback. Like his super's not going to be interrupted all the time. There's also like a lot of Gene in the meta, which Gene interrupts Cole's super a lot as well. So Cole is like protective star power is going to be better when there's not a lot of knockback brawlers in, but when in the meta like this, power throw probably is going to be much better. But yeah, Cole is insane. The pickaxe speed is kind of crazy. Goated at the moment. I love a Cole meta. I don't know about you guys. I say this basically like all the time when I talk about Cole, but like a Cole meta just really isn't that toxic. Like it's not a lot of there's not a lot of complaints from me when Cole is meta. The only thing for me is this gadget. The gadget's probably a little bit too strong. I don't really like it in game modes like Siege, because you can basically just guarantee yourself like first bolt, but a lot of times you can score some great goals with this gadget. Probably going to go down here. Unfortunately, Poco's like one shot. Stu is just going to absolutely wreck me. Cole would be so much better in the meta if there wasn't any Stu. That's for sure. I would have put him like top 2, top 3, but with Stu being somewhat even good in this meta, it's going to be really hard for him to be good. Probably can get his poke down. I mean, I've not really been playing the best inside of this game. I'm focusing more on my commentary. But trust me, Carl's been used literally everywhere right now. Literally everywhere, especially in competitive now. Like, most people just ban Stu as well. So it's going to be even better when you think of it in terms of like Power League. And in terms of competitive gameplay, like, Carl's going to be a powerhouse because most people are going to be banning Stu for the majority of the part. So I need to get myself on with Max this time around. I'm probably going to be feeding Max a lot of the super though. Definitely don't want to be on the Stu. Let's try and super them away. Oh, that was so close. Okay, I might be able to score hard. And I really doubt it. We need D2 to probably pop off on the Belle in OT because Belle has got such good range. I need to get off his Stu though. He's got his super. He's just going to be farming me like crazy here. Okay, at least he doesn't have the other star power. He'd be just chaining and keeping health. D2, he's going to pop off. He's going to score of that in. But yeah, Carl is for sure crazy OP in this meta. Let's hop into the next one. All right, guys, jumping into the 4th best brawler in this meta is going to be, of course, my boy Gene. Gene is absolutely insane in this meta. So not only has he got a really good star power, he's got good damage. He's just got good everything at the moment. Like, he's going to pair really well with brawlers like Max, as you see. D2 on the Max Gene combo is everywhere in this meta. There's not a lot of brawlers that really counter this kind of combination. The only big counter is Belle. Belle's obviously really good in this meta, but still, like, a Gene, well, a Max speed and a Gene pool is basically going to be able to counter like every single combination, especially the comps that are really suspect to like really aggro play. So I'm thinking like the thrower combinations, the squishy brawlers, like they're just going to be absolutely wrecked by this combo. I'm just going to pull the coal here. This should be an easy goal, but yeah, I don't really need to speak anymore about Gene. He's just so versatile in so many different game modes like Siege, in Gem Grab, Brawl, even in like game modes like Hot Zone. You've seen this Gene Max combination literally everywhere in the meta. Gene is so broken in this meta. Let's hop into the 3rd best. All right, guys, now jumping into the 3rd best brawler in the meta. It's going to be Max. So just like as I said before, the Gene Max combination is going to be so good. But not only, well, like, Max is more important than Gene in that combination because of his speeds, obviously. But Max also just combines with a lot more brawlers than Gene. You can play Max in literally every single game mode right now, always using the supercharged star power. So right here, a lot of times I'll make sure to get all 3 people in a super. But I'm just going to use it on D2 here because we're in a really good position and should be able to score. So nice pull from D2. I'm able just to warp that in. So really OP there. Basically, Max is OP in every single game mode right now. In competitive, Max is used pretty much in every single map, every single game mode. The main thing is for me is that it counters a lot of those squishy brawlers, as I said, like even the long range brawlers like the Pipers and the Sprouts and everything like that. The Max speed is just going to counter it so easily because obviously it's so hard to hit you with that speed. Probably not going to be able to score here. Oh, I missed time my gadget there. I don't think we're going to be able to score. No, that's unfortunate. That was definitely my bad. But hey, we want more gameplay inside of it. So I'm going to wait for Max speed for Drage as well, combining with the Amber, like an Amber sped up as well. Like every single brawler is going to be so much better with his speed. Like you've heard me probably speak about this a lot of times, but Max is just so good. The versatility is going to be the main point for me, is that you can just literally play Max everywhere. That's going to be so good, especially in game modes like Power League. You're going to be seeing a lot of Max. Like, for me, it's one of those brawlers that you can just safely pick without there being really a hard counter. I'd say the biggest hard counters to Max right now, probably the likes of Stu and Crow. Crow's a really good counter to Max because obviously you got the slow gadget that can slow her down for a while. But yeah, Max so OP. You see Casey's OP plays as well in Brawl just everywhere. You don't even need to be a good Max to be strong in this meta, to be honest, because it's played a lot differently. Like Max used to be a lane brawler with the run and gun star power, but ever since Supercharged became meta, you're just seeing Max used as a mid everywhere right now. You've just seen in so many different combinations. Max is so strong in this meta. Let's hop into the 2nd best. All right, guys, jumping into the 2nd best brawler currently in Brawl Stars, it's going to be Stu. So actually, I've got underdog inside of it, so it might be a bit of a sweaty game. Tara's going to be a hard matchup for me, but yeah, in terms of just general, like Stu's going to be one of these brawlers that's just so OP, especially in competitive. Like a lot of people just ban Stu straight away because Stu's so good in those 1v1 interactions. I'm probably going to be able to get a Gene here. The Gene is going to be taken down. This M should be taken down as well. This should hopefully be a goal. Oh my god, I nearly I nearly threw that. Wow. Wow, I nearly threw that so hard. But yeah, regardless, Stu's just basically going to win a lot of 1v1 interactions, especially you can use both star powers. It's just kind of personal preference. I like the heal one for the majority of the part because you can basically turn Stu into a mini tank, especially if you're cycling those supers over and over again. You're going to be cycling so much HP over time. So let's keep being a nuisance here. Probably get the Gene down. Gene is one shot. Okay, I haven't got the long dash though, so I don't know if we're going to be able to score here. Let's at least try and play a little bit aggressively. Nice super from Drage. But yeah, Stu's going to be pretty much really OP in every single game mode right now, even after the nerf. Like, I feel like he's a bit overrated in the sense, like, in competitive, there are good counters to him. Like I said, I think Tauras are an amazing counter to Stu because of the gadgets you can send the pets over to Stu and basically win your lane straight away. But in terms of just like ladder in Power League, Stu's going to be like the #1 banned brawler for sure. And for me, just a solid option. Like, I don't think there's really any crazy broken brawlers in this current meta. I feel like it's at a stage where, you know, brawlers are good. Like, Stu is obviously a really good brawler, but I don't think he's broken at all. Like, he is definitely counterable. You can win in your matchup in the long term for sure. And I don't really mind him as much as when he first came out. When he first came out, I hated Stu. The knockback effect, he basically seemed unkillable. I still think he needs a little nerf. Like, don't get me wrong, he still is in a strong state, but it's nowhere near as good as he once was. I'm just going to get taken down so easily. You guys probably know how trash of a Stu I am. I never play Stu. I haven't even gotten to 1k trophies yet on ladder, just showing how little I've played of Stu. But yeah, I basically see him dominate every single game I see of him in competitive. So this should be an easy win though. Like, we've scored nice and early, and luckily enough, these guys are going to be proper high as well because we're at like the 1k trophy range. So unfortunate for them for the tilt, but Stu still going to be at least a top 5 brawler in the meta. I'll put him at number 2 because I still feel like he's pretty strong. So yeah, that's going to be the second best brawler in this current meta. Let's hop into the best brawler. Alright guys, jumping into the best brawler in the meta, and I feel like this is by a long stretch as well. It's going to be Belle. I know I just said I don't feel like there's any broken brawlers in the meta, but I think Belle probably is the only one which I would say is in need of a heavy nerf. So unfortunately, Drake's going to go down there probably because I wasn't paying too much attention. But yeah, Belle is going to be so strong in this meta. Even with the nerf, I feel like Belle is so strong. Like, the 6% nerf isn't really going to be doing it too much. She's still got the same range as Piper and Brock, which is just crazy. You can basically play Belle as a lane or as a mid, and it's just one of these brawlers which is used basically all the time in competitive and always does a really good job. And if it's not used in competitive, it's always banned. Like, if it's in play, it's used in every single combination. That's when you know a brawler is so strong. It's just got so many different usages to her. She can play it on every single map, every mode. She's really good against aggro. She's good against those squishy brawlers too. It's just really isn't many weaknesses with Belle at all, making her such a strong brawler. But yeah, that should be an easy goal right there and an easy game to end it off. But yeah, that's gonna be Belle. I think there's no surprises with me saying that Belle's the best brawler right now. Just so many different OP mechanics about her, especially the ricocheting mechanics is gonna make her so good in game modes like Heist. She's also got a super that can easily solo defend its siege bot. But yeah, that's gonna be the best brawlers in the game right now. As I said, we'll be doing a tier list probably next Friday. I'll release that on the new meta. But that's gonna be it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoy. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.